Happy Tuesday. It's Theology in Plain Clothes. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ebony Janice. I go by Ebony Janice, which means that you should call me Ebony Janice. And today I want to share with you very quickly one of the most practical theological tools that I use in my own personal spiritual direction work. I use it one-on-one in my one-on-one containers. I use it in my own life. And once I share it with you, I feel like it's going to be something that you consider because it will be very useful for you. And I call it the is not framework. Here's how it works. You take anything, a relationship, a decision, a feeling, an opportunity, a spiritual practice, and you hold it up against one question. Does this expand me or contract me? Does this call me towards my fullest self or away from it? That's it. That's the whole framework. What expands you, what calls you toward love, towards truth, towards your becoming, towards a higher iteration of yourself is. What contracts you, what calls you towards fear, towards smallness, towards self-betrayal, towards is not. Now, I want to be very clear because I know somebody's already thinking it and it's wrong. This is not a permission slip to leave everything that's hard. Sometimes what is uncomfortable. Sometimes what is cost you something. Sometimes what is requires you to go through grief or difficulty or a season that doesn't feel good. Hence the reason why I always be like, everything's fine, because it's not. The question is not, is this comfortable? The question is this calling me towards my truest self or away from my truest self? And those are two different questions. And the difference is huge. So I want to be clear because theology that stays abstract isn't good theology. It's just words. And I love to say the sky is blue and mean it. It's not a metaphor. Does being with this person in a relationship, for example, expand you or contract? Are you more alive, more diminished? That's your data. A creative decision. Does this project call you forward or does it ask you to shrink yourself to fit someone else's vision of what you should be making? A spiritual practice. Does this practice actually open you up? Does it make you feel more embodied, more divine? Or does it cause you to perform? Make you feel like closing and shutting down? Because those are not the same thing and your body knows the difference. A career opportunity. Does this call you toward becoming or toward someone else's idea of who you should become? One important thing that I do want to say about how to use this well. This requires honesty. And honesty requires stillness and seatedness. And you cannot discern accurately when you're in the middle of feeling, when you are in reaction, when you are overwhelmed, when you already know what answer you want it to be. So you got to bring this to a quiet moment. Bring it to your shrine, to your altar. Bring it in the morning before your day starts. Ask the question from a place of genuine openness. And then listen. Not for what you want to hear, but for what actually is true. Because this is something that I have found to be true after years of this work with other women and in my own life. You usually already know. This is not framework, is not giving you new information. It's giving you a structured way to kind of trust the information that you already have. It's giving you permission to take your own interiority, your own interior life, and consider it serious data. And that for Black women, I think especially is a radical act because we've been taught to override our knowing, to defer to what the institution says, what the relationship needs, what the culture requires, what's expected, what's appropriate, what is safe. This is not framework also says a solid no sometimes. Your knowing counts. Your experience is valid data. What expands you is pointing towards something real. What contracts you is pointing towards something real. Trust it. Discernment is a skill. It develops with practice. And the is not framework is just a starting place, a way to begin the practice of listening to what you already know. So start today. Pick one thing in your life right now. Try just something very simple. Hold it up to the question, does this expand me or contract me? And see what comes up for you. As soon as I started talking, I actually started preaching to myself and it got on my nerves.